And there it is in all of its glory, the Count Yorga Collection on Blu-ray. Now, I just recently got this. I purchased this. If you're not familiar with it, Arrow Video just came out with this collection last year, 2022. It is very, very cool. Now, some people have debated why it's called a collection when there are only two movies, but it's not one. So therefore it's plural, so it's a collection. So when I'll get into everything you get with this, and I'll even give you a little preview of the picture of both DVDs. Now, what you get is the two movies, Count Yorga Vampire and The Return of Count Yorga, as well as this very nice booklet. And the booklet itself is about just under 60 pages, and it has one piece in here by Tim Sullivan called My Dinner with Yorga. He met with Robert Quarry, and there's a Q&A in there with them. There's also an essay in there by Kat Ellinger about female vampires, Count Yorga, Revolution, 1970s, genre cinema. There's all kinds of stuff in here, and some great stills from the movies, and all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to show you the inside of that because I have to fold it open, and I'm not going to fold this booklet because I like it too much. So there you go. So I'm going to start on the outside and work my way in, and I will eventually get to the video of both movies as well, give you a little preview of that. So as you see here, this is a really nice, beautiful case with this brand new art with Count Yorga staring at us with those red eyes and those fangs. And, you know, with these box sets that you usually get, they always have that paper backing that is either kind of like has that little bit of sticky tape that's on the back of it. With this one, what they've done is they actually have the paper backing, and it comes around up through the front. So where you see the Arrow logo and the color bars underneath, and where it says the Count Yorga Collection, just above that, and I'll get in close here, there's a little bit of that sticky tape, a little circular piece of sticky tape that's holding it to the front. So it folds around the back, and I will show you that right now. And as you see here on the back, it has Restored, Rejuvenated, and Reborn. It is the contents of what you're going to get with this particular box set. If I flip it over, you see the jewel cases of both movies as well as the booklet. And if I turn it over this way, you'll see right here how it will look when it sits on your bookshelf. All right, let's get into the movies. As I said, you have these two Blu-rays with this new artwork that's done on both of them. I'll get into more of that in just a moment. So let's talk about Count Yorga Vampire. So as we see here, I've taken the sleeve out for a reason. To our left here, we have some of the extras, stuff that I didn't even know was coming with this, to be honest. I was really shocked when I opened up this jewel case and found all this stuff in here. To the right, you see the Blu-ray itself. So one disc for Count Yorga Vampire. Now, I know for some of you, the new artwork is sort of a problem. I know some of you out there are not fans of it. Well, here's the good news. If you like it, you can keep it. And if you don't like it, well, abracadabra. Ta-da! You have the original poster that was for the movie, Count Yorga Vampire. So you can just flip it around. And the backside of both covers has the same amount of information. What I'm going to get into right now is what you get in addition to the Blu-ray. Now, the first thing I'm going to feature here are the lobby cards. There are 4 lobby cards that come with Count Yorga Vampire. And I'm trying not to show all of them because, you know, I want you to be surprised when you buy it. But as you can see, they're very, very cool. You know, they're small, as you saw while they sat in the jewel case. And what is also interesting is that on the back side, each one has the newly commissioned artwork cover. So there's this very cool little pamphlet that comes with Count Yorga Vampire. And I'm just going to show you just a few of them. It's only about like 10 pages long. It's very thin. So this is really interesting. It has like a synopsis of the film. It says it's not for publication. If you see right here, right up top here, it says not for publication. So I'm not sure exactly where this is from. So this is either a a movie review that wasn't meant to be published at that point. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but they have all these different little articles in here. And if you turn the page, it has this right here, these two posters. And there's some other items in here. I'm not going to show you all of them because, well, you should have fun finding this stuff as you go through it yourself. Our next item is the newly commissioned artwork for Count Yorga Vampire, and it is a fold-out poster. And just like the Blu-ray sleeve, if you flip it around, ta-da, there it is. The original poster. Of course, everybody always gets confused when they see Deathmaster because that was the third vampire film that Robert Quarry did, where he played, it was actually called Deathmaster. It is not part of the Yorga trilogy, although Robert Quarry played the vampire in Deathmaster, but that was not associated with Count Yorga at all. Last but not least, we have this small little card promoting the Arrow player, and you can do a 30-day free trial. So I'm not sure how long the trial is available, but if it's something that interests you, you should definitely click on that QR code and try your 30-day trial. All right. Well, now that we've seen what comes with the movie, let's take a look at the disc itself. And there's the Arrow logo, very familiar Arrow video logo. And here's the main page for Count Yorga Vampire. So let's take a look here. Let's go to setup where we have subtitles, okay. And then if we go to special features, we have 2 commentary channels. We have the Count in California, I Remember Yorga, A Vampire in LA, Fangirl Radio Tribute to Robert Quarry, Theatrical Trailer, Radio Spots, and Image Galleries. Let's just take a look at Image Galleries, see what we got. Ooh, look at this. We have posters and stills and the Tim Sullivan archive. Well, let's just take a look at posters and stills. See what we got in here. See what that gives us. Okay. Yep. So we have, oh yeah, look at this. That's an old school newspaper ad. I remember those. Oh, very nice. Oh, cool. I've never seen that before. Wow, this is some great stuff. I've never seen those. Still from the movie. Okay, so we get the idea. We have stills, and more stills. All right, let's pop back here. I'm not going to touch the Tim Sullivan archive. I want you guys to find stuff on your own. Let's just get right to the meat of the matter, the movie. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh, I'm curious to see what title they use here. The original. I love it. That was the original title of the movie. The Loves of Count Yorga Vampire. Renamed to Count Yorga Vampire. So, oh, that's great. I'm really happy that they did that. All right, I'm just going to skip ahead. Here we go. Now, of course, if you've seen Blackula, this scene looks very familiar because this scene was used in that film as well. Hey, why not? All right, going to jump ahead to the seance scene. Here we go. Oh, picture looks great. Erica. And, of course, the man himself, Mr. Robert Quarry, as Count Yorga Vampire. All right, let's hop along here. This is after the seance is over. And now, my Catacombs of Horror show, I made a mistake and called this the Volkswagen VW Bug, I think is what I called it, when I knew darn well it was the VW bus. Or the minivan, VW van. That's classic right there, man. All right, so you get the idea. This is the video from Count Yorga Vampire. Let's put a pause on this and let's move on to the other disc for The Return of Count Yorga. So with the Return of Count Yorga Blu-ray, you see right there the new artwork, and looking inside the jewel case on the left-hand side, you have the extras that you get with the disc on the left, and on the right, you have the Blu-ray. Again, one disc for the movie and extras. So with The Return of Count Yorga, here's what you get with this disc. So, as I mentioned, if you're not a fan of the new artwork, or if you just want to change it up, all you have to do is flip the sleeve over and ta-da! There it is, the original poster for The Return of Count Yorga. Again, talking about the Death Master. Confusing everyone with its language. And as you see right here, the lobby cards, well, this time we have 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 8 of them it is. As with the Count Yorga lobby cards, these have the new artwork on the back of each one of them. Now, what's interesting with these lobby cards is that I think I found a still from this that was not included in the movie. In other words, there's something in here. There's a scene or a shot that is in the lobby card still that is not in the movie. And I'll let you find that one out if you want to comment below and let me know if I'm right or wrong. I don't know if you should comment what it is because I don't want to ruin it for anybody else, especially if they haven't seen the movie or if they want to find it themselves. But, maybe you can give it a broad general description. All right, so moving on. We have this fold-out poster of The Return of Count Yorga in all of its glory. And it's really, Heather did a really nice job doing these. I know some people were not really into it, but it's just a nice interpretation of the films. And again, if you either don't like the new art or if you just want a change of pace, there it is again. The original poster is on the back. There you have it. So those are the items that you get with Return of Count Yorga. So let's pop the Blu-ray in and take a look very quickly at the video. So this, just like Count Yorga, we have play, film, special features, setup. And again, setup, same thing, subtitles. And then special features, we have, again, 2 commentary tracks. We have the Count and the Counterculture. I overshot that. Chamber Music of Horrors, interview with Kim Newman. Theatrical trailer, radio spots, image galleries. I overshot again. There you go. Let's take a look at image galleries very quickly while we're here. Stills and lobby cards. Let's do stills. Okay. So some shots of Tommy running through. Hey, wait a minute. That's my graveyard. What's he doing there? How dare he? Kind of looks like my graveyard at certain points of the year. All right, so I'm just going to blast through these. Oh, a little behind-the-scenes footage right there. Nice. I'm just kind of blasting through these. All right. Oh, that guy. The vampire dude. Let's just jump ahead here. All right. Yeah. All right. So there you go. We got that. And then we have, let's hop back here to, well, you know what? Let's just get right into, like I did with Yorga. Let's just get right into the film. Back when they used to call it GP. This one has the American International open to it, unlike Count Yorga Vampire, which got right into it. And there we are. I'm going to skip ahead past the credits. Let's see, get into here. Yes. Talking about the Santa Ana Winds. Let's jump ahead. And there he is. Robert Quarry is Count Yorga in his second turn. And, well, this one takes place in Northern California. The first film took place in Los Angeles. I always kind of like that. 2 different settings for the films. And I'll just jump ahead a little bit more here. This is where they're talking about if vampires really exist. All right, I think I'll just pause it right there, literally. And, well, there you have it. The Return of Count Yorga Vampire and Count Yorga Vampire, the Count Yorga Collection by Arrow Films. If you are a fan of these movies, I highly recommend it. I mean, you saw the picture quality. It looks really solid. You see all the extras that come with it. I mean, this is really well done. This was put together nicely. Well done, Arrow Video. Everyone there did a great job doing this. And I have to say, I'm really glad I got it. Now, if you're a fan of Count Yorga Vampire, stick around on this channel because I have another show on here called Catacombs of Horror. And I did 2 episodes devoted to these movies. The first one is called My Favorite Scenes from Count Yorga Vampire. And the other one is called My Favorite Scenes from The Return of Count Yorga. Very original titles. But I get into the movies more. And if you've seen the movies and you just kind of want to go back and relive them a little bit with some silly commentary by yours truly, I invite you to join me there. Maybe some of my favorite scenes are some of yours, or maybe you have other ones. Both of those videos go through the film pretty extensively. If you haven't seen those movies before, you should see them first and then join me there. But you can find Catacombs of Horror right here on the Graveyard Show podcast channel. And if you purchase the Count Yorga Collection, I would love to get your comments. Please leave them below. I always look forward to reading them. And if you wind up getting the Count Yorga Collection, let me know. And if you wind up seeing them and you want to leave comments as well, please do so. I always look forward to reading them.